Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome to, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Season 7 of Stellaris. It does just kind of keep going, doesn't it? But, you know, they keep coming out with more stuff, we're going to keep playing with it, and, you know, I have fun with it, even though this may not be the most popular of series. But the main thing is that I have fun with it, and I hope you guys come along for the fun and the enjoyment. Now, what with it being a brand new series, I've got all the usual bits with likes, comments, subscriptions. They'll help the channel grow. They help get it out in front of other people. And with this being episode 1, that's going to be a really big boost if you guys can do that as well. Also, there are hypes, which are new for channels about my size, but from where we've been looking into it. And thank you very much to Alex for pointing this out. It very much appears to be only if you're watching it on mobile. So if you are, great, thank you, would appreciate a hype. If not, don't worry, because I watch a lot of my YouTube on my PC anyway. However, Season 7. Now, the Infernals has launched. It actually dropped yesterday at the time I'm recording this. And so we're launching a whole new series, but we're not going to be going down an Infernals route. This is because I completely missed out on the Psionic one when that came out, because we were still finishing off our Biogenesis playthrough. This one, we're going to go down the Psionic route. Infernals is turned on. I've got all the stuff for it, so we will occasionally see bits from it, but that's not going to be the focus of the series. We're going to be focusing on the Psionic path. Now, I have got an Empire in mind. I put out a question last week to see what you guys thought it was. Unfortunately, with my recording schedule, I haven't seen those comments yet, unless you're a channel member. And so I'm just going to go into that, but I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone might have guessed. Now, heading into new game, I've already created the Empire. It is right here. We're going to be playing as the Drow. Now, I, growing up, loved playing Dungeons and Dragons. I have read a good chunk of the Drizzt novels. So, yeah, I've got a fair amount of the background lore on this, and we're going to be playing as the Drow. And this is actually one of the stock portraits from the Psionic DLC. And I looked at it and I was like, they are Drow. That's just the end of the discussion. So, let's take you through what we are going to be doing. So, I've picked the Empire name as the Underdark because I couldn't actually think of a decent Drow-related Empire that seemed to fit with that. However, the origin we're going with is we are subterranean. So, we, understandably, live in the Underdark. We live under the ground. That's what we're going to be picking with because none of the others seem to fit with that. And I know it's not a Psionic one, but the others didn't seem to quite fit. So, we're going to go with Subterranean. Government and ethics. We are fanatically authoritarian because there is a very strict hierarchy of houses and how everyone behaves in Menzo Baranzan, so we're going to be sticking with that. And we are also spiritualist on account of we pay attention to Lolth. We are cutthroat politics, which, you know, that makes sense from an RP point of view with the Drow, and we are chosen of Lolth. So that gives us Psionic Ascension. We start in contact with a Shroud Patron, which for all intents and purposes would be our deity, and yeah, we get to play with it along those lines. Traits, we are rapid breeders because, you know, you always need more soldiers for the fighting. We are decadent because we don't like doing the light work. That's what we'll get slaves for. And natural physicists, because they're naturally magic. I couldn't find a magic thing in here, so I figured physics was the closest to, you know, magic. So we're going to go down that. Name lists. Now, I've made my own custom name list of Farunian Drow. So I actually managed to find a list online. So you've got that. Now, the way I've got this got is I've got the leading names are forenames and surnames. The planet names are known Drow cities. So you'll find like Chadnasard and stuff in there. The fleet names are existing house names, which are subtly different for Drow compared to a surname. So the lead names are the forenames and surnames. Fleet names are going to be the house names. And ship names we will probably make up as we go. So that's what it is. We've got Continental. Our homeworld is Menzo Baranzan. And we are basically underground and all the rest of it. The ships that I've gone for is typically Drow. To me, looks Drow. It's the Psionic ship set. And again, this all just screamed it at me with all the purple and the black and the points and all the rest of it. So we're going with that. And yeah, our ruler bit, we are starting with a female ruler because, you know, Drow are typically, it's a matriarchal society, and if I could force that, absolutely I'd go with that, but I can't. And I've gone for Eye for Talent because I genuinely think that's the best starting trait for an official. So that's where we are with that. Now, going into the galaxy, I'm going to push up the difficulty because we did pretty well last time. So we're going to push it from ensign up to captain. And the Empire, where is... the crisis strength? Let's push it up to times 3.5 because we really seem to push them now. I really wish I could just get rid of the synthetic queen. Let's do extra dimensional invaders, and we'll pretend it's like Saloon or another deity trying to, you know, take out the drow and everything along those lines. So we're going to be going down that way. So other than that, I'm just going to kick off, and we're going to launch straight into it. After that, you know, 5 minutes of meandering. So I'm going to be trying to, and I know I say this every season, but I'm going to try and RP this a lot more, but it's going to be radically different because we're going to be outwardly hostile to any and all of our neighbours, and we're going to be trying to take slaves. So here we go. There we've got Menzo Bransdown, we've got the Dark Star as our centre. Where are we in the galaxy? We're right in the centre of the galaxy. That's a beautiful starting point. Okay, so let's go with research speed. We want pop growth out of all of those, and I'm going to go for the powered exoskeletons because that's generalized workers. Right, so let's get all of that surveying going on. You need to get all of this going so we can queue that up. What do we got? We've got corvettes there. Let's let time start playing. Here we are, the Chosen. Okay. So we've got the Composer of Strands, the Eater of Worlds, the Cradle of Souls, and the Instrument of Design. Now here's the bit, I don't remember what any of them do. Habitability 10, resources from metallurgists 10%, trust cap and available envoys. We're not going to have a trust cap. Max districts. We're going to take the Eater of Worlds because that is just pretty much how I think that's going to work. Now, what are these? Woohoo! Okay, alright. The Eater of Worlds beckons. Throughout our history, the ineffable entity we know as the Eater of Worlds / Lolth has been with us. As the vast expanse of the galaxy awaits, we feel the presence in our minds like never before. It lingers, drawing us closer. Okay. What is this? This is going to be the whole new thing for me. So, our envoys can seek to increase our attunement with this entity. Okay, well, let's send an envoy to try and do that. Oh, and that's the calling of possession. Okay. Warring, gathering, seizing, bracing. Okay. Unknown entity. Okay, so that's the domain of our main person. Yeah, Eater of Worlds. Okay, so that's who we're trying to attune with. Right, well, we might as well put both of the envoys in there so they can be trying to grow that as much as they can. What have we got? We've got a temple here. This is all going to be pretty much behaving as it stands at the moment. I do want to take out the sprawling slums to give us that extra population straight out of the gate. And we also are going to want another science ship so that we can try and expand out as much as we can. Now let's look at our ship designer. We've got small mass drivers. I mean, I'm kind of okay with that at the moment. When we start designing our ships, we'll start naming them because I have left the ship names a bit random. Okay, may not be alone. That's fine. We are absolutely going to want to... let's have a look. Our dominance must be asserted. That's nice. Double world there. Right, okay. So, let's have a pause and have a think about where we're going to be going. So the Drow are absolutely subterfuge experts. Diplomacy is not going to be a thing. Enmity is going to be a thing. But I feel like statecraft is going to be a big starter for us. because we are all... Because the house structure is very, very important with the drow. So I think having all of that settled down is absolutely going to be where we're going to start with that. So we're going to start with the council bits there. Okay. There's our new science ship. Excellent. That means we need a new scientist. Ooh, we don't quite have the unity for this one. Oh yeah, because we've just done a tradition, haven't we? Oh, I'd really rather save up for this guy here at 350 unity. That's going to be a couple of months away. Okay. Right, that's your bit there done. You're going to have to head down here now so that you can build that when it's ready. I really like this. Like, this feels like 2 choke points is amazing there. So I'm really happy with that. Right, we do want to get this as soon as we can. So let's run the speed a bit faster. Because we need to get up to our 350. And the reason I'm keeping the file open is because or the scene open is because I didn't want him to leave. Right. Awesome. And then you can be a Roma 2. Meticulous. Get going. Cool. So he's going to now start running around and getting that done. Quite good. Add dominance. I thought we had this. Absolutely asserting our dominance. Right. Now, one of the first Ascension perks we're probably going to be going for is Barbaric Despoilers, so that we can get... Yeah, so that we can basically capture slaves from other races. That's going to be one of our early ones. Oh, blimey, if that just comes down here, we've got a single choke point. That's going to be a proper Bastion world then. If there's a planet there as well, that will be amazing. Right, okay, what do we got? You can continue to get Roma. Our matriarch is going to continue to gain an eye for talent. Our world here, what do we want to do? We are going to want mixed industry. Yeah, I think we're going to want the alloy foundry, so let's get some of that down. Cool, we got another one of these. What do we got? Whenever an agenda is launched, all councillors gain extra experience. Yes, we'll do that to increase the experience gain of our leaders. Archaeological site, fine, I'm not too worried about that. Now, one of the things I did consider was taking Venerable, because, you know, Drow are actually elves, and so they would be wildly long-lived. But I opted against it because taking Venerable to get the 80 years for the leaders is an extra 4 points, and although that's true compared to a human... Ooh. Yeah, cautious. Although that's true for a human, that doesn't guarantee that they would be for... in comparison to, you know, other races of the galaxy. So I thought that's how I could justify that side of it. Now, we've got a large number of civilians or maintenance drones. Okay, well, we're going to start putting some more of those to work. We can... that just gives us more jobs. We don't need to worry about max mining districts because we are subterranean. That is additional minor jobs. And that's technician jobs. Yeah, just technician jobs 200. I think this is going to be fine where we go. So we're going to put another city block there. Cool. That's now done, which means we can get our starbase down there.
Star system charted.
Excellent. And then we'll put that one down as well. We probably want to get our second construction ship up and running. Oh, cool. So that we can leave that on auto construction so I can go around and fill in all the little star bases that need doing. Yeah, effective councillor skill. Let's increase that. Right, that construction ship is going to be left on automatic production. Oh, excellent. We have some slaves. Right, well, let's immediately pull a couple of armies together then. Assault army, there we go. No, our dominance will be asserted. Because we're absolutely going to be taking that on. We have no care for primitives. If they can lift and they can mine, they can do those jobs, so we don't have to. So yeah, absolutely that's going to be taken down. Cool, that's over there now. We need to get that built as a mining outpost as well.
Star system charted.
Cool, so we're right. Oh, look at that. It is a single... That's a beautiful start. Right, what do we... Whoa, hang on. There was something popping up there about the shroud. I missed that. Where is our shroud stuff? Is it under discoveries? No. Not tech, not leaders. Anomalies, victory, focus. Where is... Not under there. Factions, policies and edicts. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. It's looking good. Right. That's still making a couple of...
Complete.
Cool. Right. I still don't know where you can be charismatic. Contacts? Ah, contacts. It's under contacts. Okay, what do we got? Frenzy. Army damage, ship fire rate. This court has been granted. Lovely. Right. That's excellent. You can now head up to here. I'm going to try and expand fairly quickly. So this is not great for us. That can be a tech world. Like, what actually is the... Oh, poor quality minerals. That's fine. We're not going to be trying to get minerals out of that then. Right. Cool. The armies are done. You're going to head here. And... Hang on. Hang on. That's not right. Right. First contact protocol is aggressive. Yes. Which then means I can now grab that and land armies. Yes. Right. We also, let's have a look at our policies, are going to have unrestricted wars. We're currently an expansionist. That's fine. Indiscriminate is fine.
Anomaly found.
Initial border status is going to be closed.
Planetary invasion commenced.
How quaint. Right. Yeah, that's fine.
Ground invasion force has seized a planet.
Excellent.
System charted.
Okay, let's get this one. Oh, there's not a planet there. That would have been perfect if there were. That's a shame. Okay, so what have we got here? We have an ocean world. Right, let's... Quick pause. Council agenda speed goes up. Excellent. Now, what have we got? We've got tons of unemployed. Why do we have unemployed? Current population's going up. What are you all doing? They are all workers. Oh, wow, there's just tons of actually unemployed there. Okay, fine. That means you guys are going to need... some precinct houses, considering how disruptive everything is there at the moment. 5 food. 5 food. That might not be bad. Where's our expansion planner? Do we have a better food? Sort by food. Why is that showing mining minerals? That's something's bugged there. It's not showing me the food. It's showing me the minerals. Okay. So that's the expansion planner bugged. Okay, that's got 7. We don't know that one yet. That one looks like a decent food world then. So this one... I think we are going to designate this one to be an ecclesiastical world. And we're going to turn automation on that. Cool. Because I do like the automation, so I don't have to worry too much about my personal or the worlds that are outside the capital. But for that one, we absolutely need to try and bring the riotous population back under control. Now then, if we look at economy, civilians, where is it? Where's popular? I can't remember where they've moved the relocation to. I thought it was under here. Oh, resettle. There we go. Okay, so they're 60-odd%. They would be all right to come over here. Not perfect, but they'd be okay. That's good. Right, this one is going to be a agricultural world. Cool. Right, you've leveled up. Excellent. You will be principal to keep the stability there, and you're going to continue getting your roaming skills up so that we can get that expansion out faster. Nice. Okay. So that's all going under control. Excellent. Right, come get... Oh, we're lacking... Oh, we've burnt through some of our influence there. That's fine. Right, what's this world like? Whoa! Okay. I need to cancel that colonization. Because this... right, hang on. Where's our... Cancel that. That is going to be our food world at 10. Right, colonize, agricultural world, go. Yes. And then this one. So we've got a tech world. So we've now got a food world. Let's make this one a mining world. There we go. So that we can get an mineral set up, and then we'll just need to sort out energy from somewhere.
Technology secured.
Cool. Okay, that's that done. Let's get energy increased. You're now here. Right, you've got the influence now. You can build the outpost.
Construction complete.
But this one's going to be our first bastion system. Because that is a lovely chokehold. Oh! You will serve our matriarch, whether you like it or not. First alien encounter. Where are... Whoa! They're over there. Okay.
Anomaly.
Sure, it's commendable. Dormant. Okay. Militant isolationists. That, yeah, stagnant ascendancy. So that's a fallen empire. We don't really want to mess with them too much. Yet. We will be. And the plan will be to take their entire set of systems and fleets and everything and enslave them. But that's not for right now. So, what have we got? You're now finished there. I want you to come here. And we want to bring this system and upgrade it. Because that, like I say, is going to be a bastion. Surprised we made contact with them that far away. Right, that planet is now down. Colonizing, okay. That's fine. This one is... What have we got? Yeah, resources stability. That's because it's going through stellar culture shock because we did just land and invade them. Right. You are set to automate being an ecclesiastical centre. That's fine. Right, that is that coming up. Let's get Corvette speed down. Continue pushing through this. Okay, and that is going to be something we could colonise now or terraform, but we haven't really got a good candidate for that. So I'm not going to try and expend too many resources on that straight away. Right.
Sphere of influence expanded.
Okay, have we... Yep, we can get that done. Okay, that world is now down. Yeah, so we want to automate that one.
Colonization in progress.
And then the other two are coming down as well. Excellent. Right, there's our first faction. Awesome. Right, so we've got empty shells, robotic workers. Now, from a play standpoint, absolutely we're going to change that over. But from an RP standpoint, how do I justify that? Because Drow did kind of use... yeah, Drow did kind of use golems and the like, but for the purposes of this, we are not going to allow that. So where are we? Robotic workers are outlawed. Okay, so that should keep some of those guys happy. There's our pop growth speed. Let's get gene clinics down. You're a counsellor, aren't you? So yeah, we'll take defence engineer for you. Now then, factions, empty shells, allowing for the replacement. We'll just please. We haven't. We turned that off, didn't we? Ruler has empire, so they're fine. What do they want? Yeah, autocratic rule, stratified society, which we do, oppressive. They're represented, and you. Oh, there we go. Life organic. So they're now happy as well. So that should help with our influence production. Okay, Minister of State, you will continue to be charismatic.
Council agenda ready.
Right. Expand the council. Excellent. Let's then get... let's have a look. Oh, we haven't got any rivalries yet. Yeah, let's do higher purpose. All praise to Loth. Shroud Speaker or faction resource output. We're going to take a Shroud Speaker. We don't actually have anyone to look after that particular spot yet. So let's bring on an official.
Star system charted.
Good. Now this needs weapons, crew quarters, and defense platforms. I did love that edict in the last game or the last series where we could have them automatically making their defense platforms. That was a wonderful edict. I loved that. Okay, first contact with an unknown entity.
Sphere of influence expanded.
Yeah, I don't really care about making first contact. Right. And our first thing here, as we were discussing, was going to be... Hang on, where is it? Why can't I... Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. Where is it? Did I blow... Oh, yeah, there we go. Nihilistic acquisition. That's what we want. Blew straight past it. Okay. Because that means we can then take populations from empires we're at war with. So, fleet management. Let's come into our fleet designer. Not really got any new weapons yet, have we? But I think it is time we start looking at improving the fleet. Wow, we start with a fleet cap of 50. Okay.
System charted.
Because we are going to want to get on that footing.
Sphere of influence expanded.
Okay, that's going to be low stability over here, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, we have got the precinct houses, so we should... What? Why are the police... Why no police? I imagine that's because we need to send over... right, where are we? Resettle, that's what we want. Right, we will need to send over some drow to work as enforcers. There we go. Send a few of those over. Cool. That should keep some order there. I mean, we also may as well put our Shroud Speaker in charge here, just so that he is busy doing something. Yeah, you're all set to auto look after yourself, so that's fine. That should be turned on. I thought I clicked the button to automate those. That means these guys will keep themselves growing. And we've got a minerals world as well, which will be good. So that's hopefully going to keep a lot of the minerals flowing. Okay. More hostiles. That's fine. I don't really want to expose a flank just yet. And we're not quite ready to go to war. We are going to want some more envoys so we can start setting up some of our spy networks and the likes when we get there. I mean, at the moment we're still getting deeper into the envoy wars. What does this do, hunger? What does that do? Ship weapon range. Wow. Okay. Rip and Tear and Ravenous Onslaught as interesting doctrines. And we'll get powers. Okay. Calling of Possession. Claim a system. Okay. So Eater of Worlds wants us to claim a system. That shouldn't be too difficult to do.
Anomaly found.
Right, okay. Cool. We got... That's our tech. Let's get the survey speed going so we can really see what's going on. We are going to need to start getting some more worlds though, because we need to start setting up some energy worlds and forge worlds and all the rest of it. So we are going to want to get some of those. And we've got our next one now, considering we're going to war soon. Much as I'd love unyielding, I think we're going to go with supremacy. So we're going to take that. And I'm going to wrap up here and say, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, particularly where it's episode 1, do help the channel grow, and particularly with this series, they'll help get it out in front of the other people. So I do encourage you, if you want to see more of this, do definitely take the time to hit that like button. As usual, also, thank you very much to my channel members. Your support is very much appreciated. And please don't forget that as a supporter, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games I'm currently playing, as well as early access to the videos, so you get to see what's going on before anybody else does. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.